Why we like learning calculus using evidence-based instruction. This is for the MAA Oklahoma Arkansas Regional Conference, which is April 8th through 9th, 2022. This presentation is by Ashley Allen, Kobe Garrett, and Jason Sanders. So I'm a biochemistry major interested in going into the health science field. Math has never been my strongest subject, and this is my first calculus course. My past instructors would typically rush through material, and that made it difficult for students like me. So calculus in my career, I would like to become a physician and acquire my lab license. And any STEM field requires math. But for me, I need to be able to determine and analyze data, whether it's demonstrated through graphs or reports. I will need to be able to see the change and what influenced it. And I will also need to be able to take into account of a patient's vital signs before distributing medicine. In this case, speaking as to like their weight and how the dosage will affect that. And so also with calculus, I've learned another skill, which is coding, and I should be able to know how to code. And it also provides me with the ability to improve my computer skills. So I uploaded a graph that I found from the CDC, and it's based on women who die from maternal complications. So I have an interest in going into women's health. This graph is a great example of what I would need to be able to interpret. I should be able to see if the disparity is more common in a particular area and also a particular race and age. So as we can see, the highest line up here that shows the amount of maternal deaths in women shows to be in Black women. And I can see that because the color coordinates with it on the bottom down here.
My name is Jason Sanders. I major in chemistry with an emphasis in forensics. Math has always been my weakest subject. I definitely consider myself to be a hands-on and visual learner. Evidence-based learning allows me to see the process of solving problems in a step-by-step approach. Because of this understanding, my retention for math has significantly improved. How calculus influences my career. My academic goal is to become either a biomedical engineer or to become a toxicologist and work in a crime lab setting. As everyone knows, calculus requires a broad set of skills that you must master before you move on, as math has a tendency to build on itself. Using CodeCalc has helped me familiarize myself with technology and provides me with basic coding skills. This will become extremely useful for me as technology continues to advance in STEM careers. Basic coding allows me to have an advantage over most of my peers when it comes to data analysis.
Hi, my name is Kobe Garrett, and I am majoring in agriculture engineering. Math has always been a weak subject for me, but it is very much getting stronger. I learned by someone demonstrating the information to me. My past teachers only gave me the work and expected me to do right after teaching it only once. Evidence-based learning provides me with more ways to improve my comprehension of the material. How calculus influences my career. I'm an agriculture engineering major and I want to become a certified farmer. It is very beneficial to me because calculus provides me with the ability to better interpret the amount of seeds and tools necessary for crops. Julia helps me with my coding skills because in my major, I have to program machines for better work on the farm and to see my growth and decline throughout the year.
Different methods of teaching. Lectures are recorded and provided to us. PowerPoint slides are also available per chapter lesson. Peer lead team learning, which is also in person and via Zoom. There are 5 tutors available and can also make accommodations to be available 7 days a week. Benefits of PLTL allows students to showcase exactly where they may be having difficulty. Of course, all students have different requirements and prerequisites as far as classes, and thus may cause some students to learn at a slower pace. For example, calculus has a prerequisite of pre-cal, but I opted for college algebra instead. Most students can relate to not being the best test takers. PLTL ensures that all students have a consistent understanding. The benefits are exclusive to this course and it has been really helpful.
Benefits of recorded lectures. It provides students with the access to go over previous lectures at their own convenience. Students can download the videos and utilize through their academic journey. Benefits of PowerPoint slides. It allows students to have access to the chapter and content. Examples provided within the lesson. Videos are provided with the book. It is accessible for necessary background information available for content.
So different methods of demonstrating knowledge retained. So we have Blackboard paper assignments, Julia coding on cloud service, explanatory video assignment for chapter 2, which is when we took the different rules or find derivatives, which is power rule, quotient rule, chain rule, and product rule. WebAssign, it includes extra practice problems that we can do to make sure we have a good understanding of the material.
How are the views of learning methods beneficial? They provide students with the ability to have multiple opportunities to achieve a passing grade, allow students to have other ways of gaining points, and in the end, students must demonstrate their knowledge. Only the method in which is used to do so changes. Benefits of Blackboard paper assignments and WebAssign. As mentioned before, some students don't test well and need other ways to demonstrate their understanding of content. It gives students the ability to practice problems from lessons on their own time. Students are able to have another way to boost grades and study more material. It also allows Dr. Harris to see what the students have obtained. And in addition to that, WebAssign provides additional resources for every question, such as a video link or a textbook example.
The benefits of CodeCalc. Julia coding on CodeCalc is a web computing for math. It allows students to have another online graphing calculator for complex problems. It also helps us to be able to visually see the graph in order to find out what we need to determine and interpret with it, what changes and where the particular change more so happens at. It also allows students to gain another skill, coding, which is becoming more and more prevalent in these fields and STEM majors. So the explanatory video assignment we did for chapter 2, we basically just paired up into groups and with our peers, and we picked our rule that we would like to work with. And it was able to allow Dr. Harris to see what we have reserved by explaining how to do a problem that's best so fit for us. And it also caused us to interact and engage with our peers better, and also improved our public speaking skills.
Resources available. Financial support for WebAssign access code. GroupMe, the GeoGebra calculator. It's an online graphic calculator that we use to do our assignments. Khan Academy, that's another resource that we use to do our work. And recorded lectures and excellent PTL available. It is very
Benefits of GroupMe. GroupMe is a group messaging app that allows easier access for communication. It also helps us to network with other peers, and it is also a great way to distribute important announcements and reminders, and overall it's just faster.
benefits of GeoGebra. It is a free online graphic calculator that's able to do calculus applications. It is accessible on almost all devices and a great resource for those who can't afford a graphic calculator.
Benefits of links for extra tours and practice. So throughout the course of the semester, we are given additional resources in order to gain a better understanding of the concept and also to practice. And these include Math is Fun, LibGuides, and as we mentioned before, Khan Academy. And some students require extra practice in order to improve their knowledge and to enhance retention of the subject at hand.
Overall, calculus is a difficult subject that requires intense studying and practice. Having a teacher provide resources to increase learning improves understanding, which Dr. Harris does. This learning is beneficial because it changed the way instruction is administered. Students have multiple ways to retain knowledge if they take advantage of the resources. These methods should be provided in all classes in order to improve the graduation rates of minorities that attend HBCU.
So these evidence-based learning methods have allowed me to demonstrate the knowledge that I've observed. It also gives me the ability to have multiple methods to understand rigorous topics in calculus. It has also allowed me to interact and engage with my peers, networking with other students for tips to understand calculus, like those who haven't had a calculus class prior to this one, like me. They can provide me with different tips and study habits that I can pick up in order to pass this class. And also provided me with a new skill to be able to code, which I will use into my future career.
Calculus in itself is a rigorous subject, so here are a few ways that this class has impacted me. It has improved my consistency in study habits, increased patience with myself, which is very, very important when learning something difficult. It has improved my problem solving skills, and it allowed me to network with other peers, which is also extremely important.
My impact is that these evidence-based learning methods help me show the knowledge I've acquired besides just exams. It gives me plentiful of resources for my work. The peerly study session had definitely improved my retention and study habits. I've learned a new skill, coding.
So these are our acknowledgement. This project is funded by the NSF HBCU-UP Targeted Infusion Project Grant. The award number is 2010292, and it's also with Dr. Anna Harris. And these are our references. This just shows the different softwares that we mentioned. And if we have any questions.